Welcome back to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. And today's episode, I'm going to be talking about what is next for the Colts and Chris Ballard. And real quick before I get into this topic, I just want to say if you do end up enjoying my videos, do end up enjoying this content, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Much appreciated. So let's get back into this topic. So, what is next for the Colts and Chris Ballard? That's the big question for today. And you know, this roster is pretty well put together. You go from the offense line is really solid. Signing in Eric Fisher is really, awesome. Especially if he could return to somewhat of his Pro Bowl level. Um, and then you go, to the offensive line depth, which has improved big time. Wide receivers are young with a lot of potential. Um, Running back group is amazing. Quarterback is maybe the bigger question point, but you go to defense. Defense is really good. The pass rush is gonna get a lot better. Kwity Paye and Deo. Deo isn't gonna come in right away, but big new additions on the defensive line. Linebackers are decent. Behind Leonard and Okereke, not really much to get pumped about, but young guys that can definitely come in and make a difference in a pinch. Um, some really solid guys. All over the place, and we have really three, four really capable safeties. Actually, kind of five. Um, we have Julian Blackman, we have Curry Willis, we have Sean Davis, and we actually have two Sean Davises and George Odom, who is capable of stepping in when needed. Um, so and then you look at the cornerback group. The cornerback group is more of a group that I think we're gonna have to focus on in the future a little more. Yeah, you have Xavier Rhodes, solid corner, but he's definitely not getting any younger. Probably not going to be with the Colts next year. Um, and then you have Rocky Sin, who you kind of got to watch him. He's has not had a great start to his career. Doesn't mean that he's not going to get better. He definitely could. Just need to see that improvement. He's on and off, very handsy. And then you have Marvell Tell, you have Isaiah Rogers, TJ Carey, of course, Kenny Moore in the slot. But as you see, there's not really a lot of certainty at this group, outside of Xavier Rhodes and Kenny Moore. And Xavier Rhodes, the odds are is he's going to be gone next year. The odds are really, really up there, and I think it's a good chance he's going to be gone. So, if Rock can't step up this year, maybe next year we're going to have to look into getting some corners, some guys that can play at corner. Whether it's in free agency once again, or whether it's in the draft. I like a guy, and actually, you don't even know who the corners are going to be at which spot next year and everything. Don't really know the draft pick that the Colts are going to get and such, but I think corner is what's next. I think corner needs to be what's next. But if Carson Wentz doesn't pan out, if he does have a bad first year, um, I'm not going to say that's a need right away because we are paying him a lot and we did give up a lot for him. Frank Reich is not going to give up on him that easily just after 1 year. Um, there's a lot of factors into what is next. I honestly think that it's cornerback and maybe some depth at linebacker because cornerback, like I said earlier, maybe Isaiah Rogers could come in and be a number one corner, but that's it. But he's a little small for that. But you never know. Without Kenny Moore was small, but he really made a big impact for his size. You know, Cornerback is definitely what we're gonna have to focus on more in the future. So yeah, that's kind of what this video is. What the Colts need to focus on in the future. But you know what? Right now, what's next is we just need to get through the season. We just need to go through the season and play our best football and go as far as we can in the playoffs. Got to make the playoffs first, though. People are getting that twist. Yeah, we are contenders, but we do have to make the playoffs first, and this is an extremely tough schedule, and this is an extremely tough conference. So we're gonna have to make the playoffs first, and remember that. Remember the rookies aren't gonna make a huge impact right away. They may, very possible. We saw with Blackman, he did. We saw with plenty of rookies in the past, Leonard, Nelson, that came in and made an impact right away. But you can't expect that out of everyone. It's just an unrealistic expectation. So this team, is an extremely talented and young team. So we just have to play as hard as we could, and Frank Reich's gonna do awesome. Hopefully he get Carson Wentz back to somewhat of a form, and we have to focus on one game at a time. We can't focus on playoffs yet. We can't focus on being Super Bowl contenders. We have to focus on week one. We have to focus on the Seahawks in Indianapolis in week one, and then we have to focus on the Rams week two. You get my point. One game at a time, one day at a time. That's the mindset we need to have. So, you know, there's not really much left for the Colts to do this offseason. We have the pass rushers who are going to come in, maybe not make a huge difference right away, but I do think Kamoku will be fine on the other side. I think Kamoku is going to be awesome on the other side, if you ask me, of Kwity Paye. So, yeah, that's all I have for this video for today. I do appreciate you guys tuning in, and that's going to be it for this episode of the JDW Sports Talk Show. So, I do thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and a sub. And as always, I will catch you guys next time.